Oh, why do I do this to myself? Whew. Well, good morning. Welcome back. It's good to see you again. We're doing arms today, and we're going to be hitting arms really, really hard. I've been testing it out all week, this methodology, and you read the title right. We're going to be doing C-Bone's arm workout.
Boy, have you lost your mind? Because I'll help you find it.
Now, I'm not saying this is going to win you the Olympia or allow you to go do an open championship and just sweep the floor there as well. But what I am telling you is we're going to follow the methodology that Haney Rambod uses to train all of his top level athletes. We're going to be doing the exact same style of workout. Now, what is that exactly? Well, Haney coined the term FST7 years ago. Fascia Stretch Training 7. And the 7 stands for 7 sets with 30 to 45 seconds in between.
This man is totally insane.
It's a lot, let me tell you. Again, I've been testing it out all week. I did it on my leg day. I did it on my chest and shoulders day. And today, we're going to be doing it on our arm day as well. I have a feeling it's going to be pushing us to the limits. Let's get there. Let's get these first exercises done, because the important thing about FST7 is that we're only going to be using it on the last set for each muscle group that we train. So that means if you do 2 or 3 tricep exercises on your arm day, you're only going to do the FST7 technique on that last set. Now today, we're doing 2 of each. We're doing 2 tricep exercises and 2 bicep exercises, and we'll finish up with some ab work as well. That means we're going to be doing this FST7 technique on both triceps and biceps for our finishing moves. Now this week so far, I've only done it on one major muscle group each time. So it's going to be interesting to see how it feels to do it twice in one workout for 2 different muscle groups, mind you. But we're going to give it a go. All right. Let's start with 1 or 2 warm-up sets here on these tricep pushdowns before we get into this FST7. Especially this early in the morning, I always like to make sure my elbows are nice and warmed up when we're doing any kind of movement with our elbows. Shoulders and elbows, I find, can be a little bit more difficult to get warmed up, especially first thing in the morning when your body still is really just waking up. I mean, I haven't even been awake for a full hour just yet. So we take a little bit of extra time doing some tricep warm-up. We've only really done 1 full exercise of movements with our triceps, and they're really warmed up, and they felt pretty good on that warm-up set. But we're going to be doing some high-intensity stuff here in just a minute. I want to make sure we're good and ready to go. Start a little bit lower than we needed to for our working sets, and then we're going to increase the weight here and actually start getting closer and closer to our working weight until we actually get to that working weight. Okay, I think we're good and ready. We've got our timer here, and we're setting it for 30 seconds. But we're gonna be placing it right here. That way you can see too. And we're gonna get started on these first sets. Now, as a reminder, we're gonna be doing 7 total sets of these, and we're gonna be doing 12 to 15 total reps on every single set. Now, FST7 does not dictate exactly how many reps you need to be doing. That's just gonna be dictated by the exercise you're doing, the type of movement that you're doing. And in this case, we're doing a cable-based movement, so I could bump those reps up just a little bit from maybe 10 to 12 that you normally might do to that 12 to 15 range. Now, we wanna keep the weight fairly moderate, but also to push ourselves. We want to be really hitting as close to failure as possible, as early as possible, but we also don't want to have to lower the weight so drastically in between every single one of these sets. Haney Rambod says when he's training guys like C-Bum, hey, if we got to lower the weight, that's no biggie. We want to be hitting the reps. That's what's the most important thing, and we want to be doing it with control. So we're going to be approaching each and every single set and each and every single rep with as much control as possible. And if that means I got to take some weight off this pulley stack here in between with our 30-second breaks, then so be it. We'll be doing that. It's not about the weight. It's not really about how many reps we're doing. It's about doing good controlled reps and a good controlled movement pattern to get as much hypertrophy out of each and every single one of these. Let's get after it. Sip that water. Just like that. Back at it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh. That second set is substantially harder. We're gonna be lowering that weight down a little bit. Okay, well, let's do it. All 15 this time. Good control. Yeah, that's it. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh. Okay. Dropping that weight again. Oh my gosh, our triceps. Oh my gosh, they're tired. Come on, come on. Oh. Okay. Wow. I mean, just, that's 5 sets so far. I feel like we can barely lift that weight anymore. And we've only got 40 pounds on that pulley. We're not gonna be lowering that weight anymore. We're gonna push through these last 2 sets here. Okay. Number 6 here. Come on. Oh my gosh. I couldn't even hold it down on that last rep there. I had it down, but there was no way I was going to be able to hold it in an extension. Oh my gosh. Okay. One more of these. Okay, last one. Come on. Take it home. Take it home. Come on. Come on, all the way. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Man, that was such an intense pump for our triceps. And I mean, like, the thing I've really been noticing about these FST7 finishers is that in the workout, it can be tough. They're not all like impossibly hard or difficult even in the moment, but the DOMs, oh my gosh, even just a couple hours later, but certainly the next day, you definitely feel it. You definitely feel it and you know when you did it right. And it's a damn good feeling, man. Woof, is it a good feeling. Now, what exactly is FST7? What is it for? Well, as we said, it stands for Fascia Stretch Training 7. 7 being the 7 sets that you're going to do. Now, there are 3 types of fascia in the human body, but most bodybuilders, Haney says, should be concerned about deep fascia. This is a dense and fibrous connective tissue that surrounds muscle, blood, bones, all of those things within our human body. It's the high density of collagen fibers that gives this fascia its strength. When you look at guys like Ronnie Coleman, C-Bum, Jay Cutler, they've got very round muscle bellies, meaning their biceps, their pecs, their shoulders, it all looks very rounded. And that's the ideal look in that bodybuilding community that most of us are chasing. Unfortunately, most of us have been cursed perhaps with thicker fascia. That means our muscles are not going to expand as easy as some of these top tier bodybuilders. But that doesn't mean we can't target training that's going to increase our chances of growing more rounded, bigger muscles. Now, just because some of us have thinner and some of us have thicker fascias, again, doesn't mean we can't all achieve a certain type of look. Not all of these top tier bodybuilders have that thin fascia that allows for that very rounded appearance. We just need to start actually stretching that fascia out to be able to grow that muscle more. This is certainly not a new concept. Haney says that in his write-up on this that he did years ago. And you may have even done workouts like this where you tried to get the biggest pump possible. At the end of the day, a pump is just getting as much blood into that muscle, as much volume as possible into that muscle, and allow it to stretch even further. By doing these 7 sets, we're going to be continuing to let that balloon inflate and then deflate a little bit, and then inflate it even more, deflate slightly during that 30-second rest, and inflate even more, so that by the time we're done with those 7 sets, we have pumped as much blood as possible in there. We've done as much hypertrophy damage with our micro tears as possible, and we're going to allow ourselves the greatest opportunity and potential for recovery, muscle growth, and muscle size that we could hope for. Doing some cable curls. We're doing them laying down because I like it that way sometimes. Oh. 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 Man, these Olympia guys, they must be onto something. Oof. Yeah. Oof, weight's going down. Oh my gosh. That's just unreal, man. This isn't anything mind-blowing, anything brand new, like we already said. Oh my goodness, a pump. It's just intense. This many sets after your main sets, after your heavy sets. Oh, why do I do this to myself? Oh, because we love it. That's why. Oh man, we do. Oh, deep, deep, deep. Yeah. Oh, yes. Gosh, that's crazy. One more. All right, y'all. That's about all we got time for today. I'm gonna finish this last set here. Take these biceps home. And then finish up with some ab work. I hope you guys give the FSC7 training a try. I'll put a link down in the description of Haney Rambod's article that he wrote some number of years ago about this. And you can read up all on it too.
Knights of Columbus, that hurt!
Oh. Yeah, dude, that was something. Oh, both of you? Oh, man. How lucky am I? I'll see you guys next time. Keep being you, keep being strong. Keep getting after it. Keep getting better every day. Yeah.